Good morning, Warner community, and welcome to this week's Monday Morning Monarch. I've got a return special guest with us today. She bragged about how many views she had last time, and so we brought her back, and she's got some information to share with that we'll get to in a minute. There's a lot of things going on, and she'll help me out with some of that stuff, excuse me. A little bit of a recap, though. Last week we had parent-teacher conferences, and your first time parent-teacher conferences. How do you think it went for us?
I think we did pretty well. Went pretty well. Pretty smooth. We tried a new app, and that seemed to work out pretty well. So I'm happy with how it went.
Participation, we had,
Quite high. Almost 100%. So we're in the high 90s for sure.
On middle school, high school, or is that elementary, or what's that look like?
Both. Yep.
Both being middle school and elementary.
And elementary, yep. Middle school was a little lower, but it's still pretty high. So
the scheduling thing, I think, works well for everybody when they got a chance. I know they get to, that's their time to go and see that teacher. I know is always appreciated. As a parent, I know I appreciate that. So for all those folks who were able to make it in for conferences, we do appreciate you coming in. I think there's a ton of value in it. I know you can find grades, you can find missing assignments and all that stuff online, and you can email back and forth, but there's some value to that face-to-face conversation with a teacher. And I know we live in a digital world, and we all want to be keyboard warriors sometimes, but shaking somebody's hand and having a conversation goes a long way as well. So thanks for those folks who made it in. Also last week, just to kind of one recap, we finished up our marching season last week on Friday. We were over in Groton. The marching band finished third in the high school division, so congratulations to the marching band on it's fairly short, but a good season. And I know the kids were excited about it and did well, and are looking forward to coming back in next year and getting after it again. Until then, they'll transition to some pep band stuff, and we've got Veterans Day program. They'll play a little tune for us, and then we get into Christmas concert and those sorts of things too. So it's just on to the next as we move on from one thing to another. As we look at the rest of this week, I know we had school board meeting last night, excuse me. Junior high volleyball was last night down in Redfield. High school volleyball goes to Redfield tonight. They start at 5 down there with the C game. The reason junior high flipped was because they're in Millette today for the Northwestern Junior High Music Festival. 5 kids?
Yeah.
5 kids went down there today. Kind of a voluntary thing, I think, right?
Yep.
I think they can.
I believe so.
It's up to the kids to go down there. And so we got 5 middle schoolers headed down there for that today. I know it's always been a good experience for them in the past, and I would expect nothing less today. Also this week, tomorrow, region cross-country already, a region competition for our cross-country runners in Webster tomorrow afternoon. Starts at, I think it's 2 or 2:30 with the varsity kids going. And then they wrap up the day with, they do run a JV meet over there as well. For those kids that won't be qualifying for state but want one last chance to run. And then on Thursday, kind of a big day for us, we have Pink Out Day.
A lot of activities.
A lot of stuff going on with Pink Out. There's some information that went out from Mrs. Lane, so if you're looking for a flyer, games are starting actually at 4:30 because there's a 6th grade game tomorrow. So there's 6, 7, and 8. There's a C game. There's JV and varsity. All with Fulton being the prime opponent there. They're starting an Arby's roast beef meal at 5 o'clock that they always do. There's some opportunities to pledge a player. You can cut your hair if you want. Yeah. Donate your hair. Mrs. McNeil lines that up. We always get a lot of kids to do that. There's purchase a ribbon. All sorts of different things going on for Pink Out Night, and we've always gotten fantastic support with this. This will be your first Pink Out experience with us. Do they do that? Do they do one in Aberdeen?
No, not well. They do Pink Out, but not quite to this extent. Not with all the extra activities.
There's plenty of extra stuff going on. So, a big day and a fantastic cause to support. And I know our group has always done a wonderful job behind that. A lot of parent input comes into that and activities, so we appreciate those parents helping out with us on the Pink Out Night. So On Friday, we finish up the regular season for football. We head to Frederick to play Leola Frederick. Junior high at 5, varsity game then at 7 to follow up there. And then on Saturday, to kind of finish up the week, we've got volleyball at the Miller tournament. I haven't seen any details yet on that, but I'm assuming there's some to come out soon on volleyball tournament on Saturday in Miller. I've got Miss Brockhaus up with me today because we got some things going on that she has been either heavily involved in the past or has started with us here, starting with a newsletter. You've put together a little bit of a newsletter you're going to share with everybody.
I did put together a newsletter. Newsletter will start to go out once a month. It's just kind of a recap of what has happened in the past, what's happening now, and then what will happen in the future. So it's just a little blurb. It has some dates on it, some pictures. Parents will be able to see what's going on in the school. So
there's some videos I know I've seen.
Yep, videos.
Some video shorts. Yep. And we're going to share this with everybody via...
I'll add a link we can add a link underneath this on...
The first time we get the one out tonight.
Yep.
Or today.
Yep, we'll add an extra link onto the live feed and Facebook page.
Is that how you plan to share it with everybody? Is just on
and then
Facebook and live
feed,
share?
and then I will send out a mass email with it.
Oh, okay.
So
lots of ways to receive that from Miss Brockhaus. I've seen the first one. Looks good, and we will start sharing some information that way. It's just one more way for us to communicate with parents and community members about what we got going on here at school.
A lot of good stuff.
More elementary, middle school stuff, though.
More elementary, middle school. Yep.
Good.
So.
And there's always stuff out there. I mean, people are sharing all the time, regardless of who it comes from. So.
Yep. Teachers are posting pictures on that live feed that are pretty good.
Yep.
So.
And we're working on some video stuff too.
Yep.
Some short video things. So. More to come. Hopefully, as the year progresses and we get a little better at it. We're always willing to screw up the first few times and go from there. The other thing, and this goes back to your previous position at another school that we won't mention, Mathcounts. We host our Mathcounts on Wednesday.
Yep, Wednesday. We here at Warner we host the 6th grade Mathcounts, and for 6th grade, this is their first competition. So this is a pretty big one. They're pretty excited and nervous to come to this, and it's pretty big this year. I think there's 90 some students coming, so it's a pretty big one for 6th grade. So they're excited.
And you've been involved in Mathcounts.
Yep.
Previously. You hosted that at your other job.
Yep. I hosted it at my other one, the big competition, the end of the year competition at Simmons.
Not supposed to say the name.
I know. So I've been part of Mathcounts, I think, for 12 years. So it's a good program.
And this is probably at least the 5th or 6th year, if not more than that we've hosted here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you guys have hosted almost as long as I've been in it. We've been coming to Warner. So, and each year it gets bigger and bigger. So
Wednesday afternoon, we got Mathcounts going on. Those of you that aren't familiar with Mathcounts, a program sponsored, I think, for lack of a better term, by 3M is involved in it.
Yep.
And it's just it's a good competition that's got a ton of academic value to it and impresses some kids on their math skills.
Yep. So. They come in, they take a test on their own, and then they take a test as a team. And then at some of the competitions, I don't think at this one, it's like a spelling bee round. So a problem gets put up on the board, and 2 kids have to go against each other, and they have to press a button to see who can answer it the fastest. So each competition gets a little bit more complicated. So.
And in the end, there's a statewide competition.
Yes. Yep.
In February, I believe.
Yep. Well, there's chapter at Northern, and that's in February. And then there is state in Pierre. And then there's a big competition, and they usually in Florida, I believe.
Oh, really?
Where students have gone. So
huh.
Warner's up there.
We've never had anybody go to Florida.
You can. You got some good competition this year. So
yeah, that'd be cool. We've always at least seemed like qualified at least one person for the state for the peer competition, if not more. So that's just getting underway. They actually had their first competition a week ago.
A week ago, they did very well.
Yeah.
So both 7th and 8th grade placed had people placing in individual and team.
Yep.
So they did very well.
And some of our sixth graders actually participated
Yes.
last week too.
Last week. So they're
in the
ahead.
seventh grade
Yep.
division. Yeah.
They'll be ready for tomorrow.
So, some of that's in the newsletter. Just a teaser there for you. But we're excited to see Mathcounts get underway. I know my kids have participated in it. In addition to Mathcounts, we have a new program that we're
Yep.
trying this year called Math Ninjas, and Math Ninjas targets a little bit different audience.
Yep.
What
It's
can you share about
third
Math
through
Ninjas?
fifth grade. It's based off of Mathcounts. It's kind of a program that gets them ready to go to Mathcounts. But it's kind of a little different. So they have to pass math facts, they have to pass their facts, and then they get a ninja headband kind of deal. And so each level that they pass, they get a new level of band. So that's a big part of that. And then they do story problems and stuff like Mathcounts does.
And there is a competition that I know of for sure.
Yes,
At least
it
I think
is
just
in
one.
November for sure. It's a new program for everybody, so they're kind of figuring out what to do there. So,
And as of last count, when I talked to Mrs. Ochsner, is kind of taking the lead with Mrs. Erickson and yourself. Anybody
yep,
else involved?
and Mrs. McNeil, and Mrs. Mosier maybe too. I think.
So we've got some staff helping out. We had almost 50 kids.
Yes.
3, 4, and 5 signed
Yep.
up for Math Ninjas this first year, which I think is fantastic. So
Phenomenal.
we're looking forward to how that turns out for the kids. We know there's going to be some bumps along the way
Yep.
as we figure some stuff
Learning
out. but
curves. Yep.
as always, we're willing to screw up the first few times and make it better as we go along.
Yep. But their first practice is tonight, so
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
After school today, I think it's every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday,
they're
yep.
planning on. Yep. So good luck to those young math ninjas as we get ready for improving some math skills. Next week, we've got a little bigger thing planned
Yep.
for the elementary as well.
Yep. JK through 6.
Yeah, we're taking sixth graders with us in as a display, I guess you would say, of recognition for our elementary kids being recognized as a National Blue Ribbon School, and we went through all of that about a month ago now. We are rewarding those kids, and we're going to take them to where?
The Bramble Park Watertown Zoo. So we're going to the zoo.
Some people think we have a zoo sometimes, but so we're hauling the kids. We're going to do 2 separate trips.
2 separate trips, Wednesday and Friday next week. And more information will come out with that, but students have to bring a lunch, dress warm. It's going to be cold, but there is a meet and greet session, I believe, scheduled sometime in there as well. So they'll be able to see the animals up close, which will be kind of fun.
Yeah, and my guess is October at the zoo is on a weekday is probably fairly sparsely attended, so we're going to almost have a run of the place
Yep.
As we take our kids over there. Plan to leave about 8:30 in the morning. Once everybody gets here on their bus routes, for those bus riders, we'll be back arrive by 3:15 to take everybody home. So there's no early or late time for our kids. They'll get about 5 hours, 4 hours at the zoo probably total
Yep.
time from by the time we leave till the time we get home. It is an hour and a half in a bus both ways. So
Yep.
some of our kids will get to experience a lengthy bus ride for the first time. But we're excited to reward the kids for their hard work to get to be a Blue Ribbon school, and we appreciate the effort that they've put into it. That's also why we're including the sixth graders, because their assessment data was utilized for that recognition from last year, and so we're going to high five those kids too on with a little bit of a reward for them. So, and hopefully they provide some peer mentorship for our young
Yeah.
kids too, and model how to behave on the bus and
Yeah.
in public
Yeah.
and those things too.
I was
So-
surprised at how many have not been to a zoo before, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh wow,
Yeah. Teachers too.
have you been?
Not this one. Not this zoo.
It's been quite a few years since I've been to Watertown, but they have a nice zoo there, so it'll be exciting. I'm interested to see this meet and greet and being
Yep.
able to get close to some of the animals and different things. So looking forward to that, and a good way to reward the kids for what they've accomplished. So More information to come out in that, though.
Yep. I'll send information out to parents on that so everybody can plan ahead.
And there'll be a little bit of a different schedule there depending on what grades, because we'll go by
Yep,
grades.
Go
in
by
terms
grades. Yep. What grades go on what day?
Of,
So.
We're doing it on 2 different days because of some transportation arrangements. We basically can do it 2 buses, 2 different times that way instead of 4 buses. So a little bit of transportation logistics there as we work through. Anything else, Ms. Brockhaus?
No, I think that's it. I mean, we have a lot planned, so it's going to be a busy couple weeks.
We got a busy couple weeks as we wrap up October already. It's hard to believe that a couple weeks will be into November. So, one other thing, end of the quarter is coming up. If you haven't seen that yet, I think the quarter ends this week for those kids that got maybe some workout or AR points or stuff like that to get that done. So, check with your kids on those things. Hopefully everybody enjoyed conferences. Everybody has a good week the rest of this week. And we look forward to the things we got planned going ahead. As always, go Monarchs!